So, you think you're tough? Well, get ready to cry, because these are the 35 most emotional moments in football history. Starting at number 35. Imagine the whole stadium showing respect to your country. That's what happened with Ukraine's Roman Yaremchuk and Benfica fans. Poor guy, he was clearly trying to hold back his tears. Coming in at number 34, footballers often dedicate their goals to their loved ones. And when Florenzi scored for Roma, he decided to immediately share the moment with his grandmother. She simply couldn't hold back her tears. What a lovely lady. At number 33, Richarlison also shared precious moments with his family after scoring his first goal in the Champions League.
He'll step onto the right foot. It's Richarlison!
You can't describe how much that moment meant to him. Meanwhile, at number 32, while Florenzi and Richarlison shared their goals with their family, Sobolev celebrated with a photo of his late mother. What a tough moment to get through, man. And at number 31, a similar situation occurred when Di Maria dedicated his goal to his late grandmother. The shirt he prepared, his tears, and his loss for words during the interview tell you exactly how much Angel loved his grandmother. Coming in at number 30, we were still with Di Maria when he had to say goodbye to PSG after 7 years with the club.
Various golden moments from his career through 7 years at Paris Saint-Germain.
Even his fans and his teammates almost cried. At number 29, we have another Argentinian who played his final game with Juventus after failing to agree to a new contract. This moment shows just how much he loved Juventus. But at number 28, the whole country paid their respects after the death of their queen. You could hear a pin drop during those minutes of silence. Absolute class. Speaking of class, at number 27, we have one of the classiest players ever. It was Cesar Azpilicueta who had to leave Chelsea after 11 years. You can see that he's a blue through and through. And at number 26, this player comforts the ball boy after he cries because firework bombs exploded. Poor kid, the sound of the fireworks was like an explosion. But pretty fair to him, any other kid would have fainted. Imagine leaving your home after 25 years. Well, at number 25, that's what Iker Casillas had to go through after announcing his departure from Madrid. All those memories and good times. You can tell his Real Madrid career flashed before his eyes when he started talking. Moving on to number 24, in 2013, the legendary David Beckham had to end his extraordinary career. He immediately burst into tears when he realized he was reaching his final seconds on the field. PSG fans and players know that they are lucky to be able to watch and play with such a legend. Saying goodbye to a legend is really difficult, but imagine saying goodbye to two legends at the same time. That's what happened at number 23, when Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets played their last game for Barcelona. Their departure marked the end of Blaugrana's golden generation. And at number 22, people often question why players cry when they leave a club, but look at the goodbye Huntelaar received from Schalke fans. But what about having an emotional welcoming parade? At number 21, Samuel Umtiti couldn't hide his tears after receiving a special welcome from Lecce fans. If it weren't for injuries, we would see a different player in Umtiti. But the emotional moment wasn't just limited to saying goodbye to the player. At number 20, we had the most emotional moment in Tottenham history.
The full-time whistle! It's glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur!
Ajax fans will probably be emotional after watching this, but of course for different reasons. Coming in at number 19, we have the players who have represented Ajax and the Spurs. It was Christian Eriksen who had to go through one of the most shocking moments in his career.
Still being attended to, but excited.
Thankfully, the Danish maestro made a comeback, and the reception he received will go down in the history books. Let's move on to number 18. Have you ever seen a footballer cry his heart out after being knocked out of a World Cup, even before the final whistle? That's what Jimenez experienced when France eliminated Uruguay in 2018. And at number 17, we have an emotional Neymar moment after he was knocked out of the 2022 World Cup against Croatia. Hopefully, 2026 will be his year. Coming in at number 16, South Korea's goal in the last minutes made Son cry with joy, but for Luis Suarez, it was the opposite. Two different sides of the spectrum. That is the beauty of football. But these players aren't the only ones crying their hearts out at the 2022 World Cup, because at number 15, Cristiano Ronaldo knows he may have wasted his last chance to win football's most glorious title. You could just see how hurt he was. We've never seen Ronaldo so emotional. We can't talk about Ronaldo without mentioning his biggest rival, Lionel Messi. At number 14, Messi tried his best to cheer up DJ Khaled's little boy. We would cry too if we were that close to Leo. And at number 13, we've got Leo's best friend, Sergio Aguero. He almost died on the pitch during his first few months with Barcelona. Unfortunately, he had to end his career prematurely, but at least he recovered. And now, let's move on to number 12. In 2022, Jody Lukoki sadly passed away due to a heart attack, and Twente's tribute to him was emotional. Each player, guided by Lukoki's son, cries while planting flowers in his honor. Our hearts go out to that little boy. May he grow up with a bright future. At number 11, we have another beautiful tribute. Mohamed Kudus scores a brilliant free kick and dedicates it to the late Christian Atsu, who died tragically in the Turkey earthquake. May God bless Atsu's soul and everyone affected by the devastating earthquake. Coming in at number 10, we cannot talk about tributes without mentioning the huge respect given to the great Diego Armando Maradona. Diego's passing not only touched the hearts of Argentina, but the whole world. He will always be an icon of the game. Number 9 brings us yet another tribute to a football great, Brazilian legend, Pelé. Maradona and Pelé might be playing football together in heaven. Legend. But Jose wasn't the only manager to say goodbye in an emotional way, because at number 7, Jurgen Klopp also received a legendary farewell from Dortmund supporters. He finished with his trademark fist pump celebration. Coming in at number 6, Loris Karius single-handedly delivered the Champions League title to Real Madrid. Many people would find this mistake hilarious, but imagine putting yourself in his place. No wonder he's disappeared since then. And yet again, we've got another Liverpool player at number 5. It's the Egyptian king, Mo Salah. Egypt needed one goal to qualify for the 2018 World Cup. Even so, Salah managed to calm himself down and take his country to the World Cup for the first time in 28 years. You could see how much that meant to the people of his country. Now, at number 4, do you remember the tragic plane crash of the Chapecoense team? 1 year later, Jackson Fallman, one of the survivors, played a friendly match and scored a goal using his prosthetic leg. He also showed his sense of humor when he pretended to be injured while entering the field. Coming in at number 3, Leicester City fans and players were shocked by the tragedy of the helicopter crash involving their owner. This man brought the Foxes to the highest point, and that tribute was the least that he could accept. And now onto the last 2 moments that are equally devastating. At number 2, the shocking death of Miklos Fehir. This man was laughing seconds before his heart attack, showing truly how cruel life can be. And at number 1 was a heartbreaking moment for Livorno fans after Morosini collapsed right before their eyes. He fought for the ball until the end. He did die for something that he loved. Whew, quite the emotional roller coaster, no? But hold on a second. Do you want to refresh your mind after watching this emotional video? Just click on this video right here to see some of the craziest goalkeeper mistakes in football history.